Hello friends, hello, hello. It is Tuesday. It is April 29th, 2025, and I'm here for my Sweet Teas Tuesday tip. And so I'm hoping you're having a good week so far. The weather is beautiful today here, and hopefully it is nice wherever you're at. This time of year, it's hit or miss. Sometimes you get rainy days, cooler days, but today is very sunny and beautiful. I'm about to enjoy a little bit of outside time after I'm done with this, but I wanted to pop on here and share a few things. I am going to turn my camera down in a couple minutes, but I want to remind you of a few things. So let me get my computer pulled up to the right spot. So if you're watching live, make sure you let me know you're watching live. And if you're watching the replay, you can also say hi. I love it when you say hi. And that helps me grow as well. I don't know if you know that, but every time you acknowledge or give a thumbs up or make a comment, that helps me grow and helps my visibility. So I appreciate all of those likes and comments and feedback. So thank you so much. All right, so I'm putting my glasses on because I have a few notes for myself. I want to make sure I cover a few things. So today is the 29th of April. And so we have 1 week until the new catalog launches. So the new catalog will go live next Tuesday in 1 week on May 6th. So what that means is that we are down to the last week until Monday. This is the last chance to order out of this catalog and also for this catalog. A lot of the items from the mini catalog, though, this spring catalog, are carrying over. Many of them are and will be available beyond next Monday the 5th. But a lot of things out of here are retiring or have already sold out and will become part of the discontinued last chance list. They already are part of that list. But once they sell out, they're gone for good. But this catalog officially ends on Monday the 5th. That's the last day to order from it, but the items that are still available will remain on the last chance category of the online shopping experience. So I wanted to remind you of that. This is a new system since the end of last year where things are going to go to what's called the last chance list and will be there until they sell out. Many of the items in here have sold out. It's hard to even keep up, to be honest with you, what's sold out and what's not. So I just have to basically, anytime someone asks me, I just type in the item number and see if it's currently available or not. But reminder that some of these items that are on this last chance list, both in this full catalog and the mini catalog, are reduced in price. So it's a great opportunity to get those items before they do sell out. If there's something you definitely wanted that it's on the last chance list. Okay, so I wanted to mention that, and again, remind you that next Tuesday this will be live, and so this plus there will be 2 new kits added to the kits collection next Tuesday, which is the 6th, and there will also be a whole new offering of online exclusives, some of which are awesome. The online exclusives are launching in May. Are awesome. I'm super excited about many of the items in the new online exclusives offering, plus this new catalog. So the thing I'm sharing today has to do with the upcoming new in colors. This information was just released to demonstrators today, and so I wanted to kind of review that with you now ahead of time, ahead of catalog launch. Of course, if you are a demonstrator, hopefully you have seen this since it was updated today in the weekly updates. But if not, this is a great way to learn a little bit more and how the in colors are going to be released as far as the ink pads go. So that's what I want to share with you today. Plus, I'm going to share with you a cute card that I made. I actually made it in all 5 in colors and one of the new papers. So I'm going to share that with you as well when I turn my camera down. So let me know if you're watching live. I don't see anybody on here yet, I don't think, that I can see on the computer. I haven't seen any comments, but maybe there's somebody watching. But if you are, make sure you say hi or give me a thumbs up or something. And I am going to now turn my camera down to my desktop so I can share some stuff there with you. So hang tight while I flip my camera to the other camera stand. All right. So if you are wanting to make sure you get something that's on the last chance list, you can shop anytime, 24/7, at tanyareed.stampinup.net. That'll take you to my website, and then you just hit shop now, and you can shop from the online store there. If you want to order with me, you can comment on this or send me a message through this, and I can help you order if you can't figure it out yourself online. But earlier this month, middle of April, they also started the new rewards program. And so now everybody can earn rewards with your minimum of $20 in orders. So once you hit $20 in product, you're going to start earning rewards as long as you have an account at Stampin' Up. So that's just based off of your email, and you have opted in. And you only have to do that one time is to opt in. You can opt back out whenever you want, but you opt in, and then you start accumulating rewards every time you order. That is a new program that started just a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and is really becoming a popular favorite new offering. And I will also tell you that this coming Friday and Saturday, which is May 2nd and May 3rd, the rewards will actually be double. So instead of getting 10% in rewards, so like if you spent $20 in product, you would get $2 in rewards normally. But on Friday and Saturday, with any orders of 20 or more, you're going to get double your rewards. So if you spent $20, you're actually going to get $4 in rewards. And that's again for 2 days only, Friday, May 2nd and Saturday, May 3rd. I will include that information with a link to shop with me, if you would like to shop with me, in this video description. Plus, if you're on my email list, you will get notification about it through that, because this is a very timely promotion. And this new ordering and new reward system, I didn't even think this would be possible, but they're already doing a double rewards couple of days. And again, that's going to be on Friday, May 2nd and Saturday, May 3rd. And so that's a really good opportunity to get double rewards for. And again, the rewards, the way they work is they go into your little account, and then they're there for 1 year, and you can use them whenever and however you like. And they're good for 1 year whenever you earn them. So I think that's an awesome opportunity, and I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that before I show you a couple of other things today. All right, so as I mentioned, the new catalog will go live. Let's zoom out just a little bit. The new catalog will go live on May 6th, which is in 1 week from now. And with each new catalog, of course, we get 5 new in colors. And we normally get the coordinating products. So we usually get an ink pad, a refill. Usually there's cardstock, designer paper that has coordinating in colors, the blends markers, Stampin' Right markers. Usually there's bling, ribbons, which there will be all of those things. I can't show you yet because I'm not allowed to show you the inside of the catalog. But if you've gotten your copy, you've probably noticed. One example right here, there's actually 2 examples of in colors right here. There is the Secret Sea and the cloud cover. So it's that darker bluish color there, and then the lighter gray blue color there. So those are 2 of the new in colors. So I'm going to talk about that for just a moment. So normally we get the 5 in colors, and they're available in our standard ink pads, our classic ink pads, if you will. But this year they've had a little issue with quality and color control, if you will, for the cloud cover, which is that lighter grayish blue color. And so unfortunately, they will not be releasing on May 6th to customers the opportunity to purchase the cloud cover full-size classic pad. It has to do with the chemistry of the ink itself and the foam pad that is the way we make our pads. It wasn't jiving. The color was like unstable and would float or shift. And so they have decided that they will not be selling the classic ink pad in the cloud cover color, which means you won't be able to purchase all 5 in a group. in a bundle like we normally are able to do when a new set of in colors comes out, you will only be able to buy these 4 individual full-size classic Stampin' pads in the new color. So you will be able to still get Darling Duckling, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger, just not the cloud cover and not the full set of 5 bundle. So what can we do about that? So what I wanted to go over with you is the other opportunities you will have to access cloud cover ink. Okay, so, and this applies to everybody. So of course your cloud cover marker is not a problem. So it is still going to be included in the 5-pack of Stampin' Right markers. I have already used mine. I was able to pre-order them as a demonstrator. And so cloud cover marker will still be available. So that'll be available to use and to purchase as this group of in color markers. So again, those are your 5 in color markers. And so you'll still be able to access the ink there. You will also be able to get the Stampin' Blends markers, which I don't have those. That's the 2-set light and dark of the cloud cover. That'll be available starting May 6th. You will also be able to purchase the ink refill for cloud cover. Now, I don't have one, but the ink refills look like this. This is a different color, but you will still be able to order an ink refill for cloud cover beginning May 6th. And one thing they're going to be offering as an option in 2 different ways. There is in this new catalog, and again, I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but on page 33 of the new annual catalog, there is an ink spot small assortment, which does include the small ink spot of cloud cover. So the ink spots are a different material than these ink pads here. The ink spots are a firm pad. They are not a foam pad, but they're a firm linen pad. So they react differently with our ink liquids. So the ink spots are not experiencing the same shift. So they will still be selling that assortment that includes the cloud cover ink spot. And again, that will be available beginning May 6th, and it's called the Classic Stampin' Spot Small Assortment 1. The item number will be 166716, and it's $19. And that includes several ink spots, one of the 5 being cloud cover. So it includes Real Red, Petal Pink, Garden Green, Cloud Cover, and Early Espresso. So they will still be able to get an ink spot. So it's basically a miniature pad, ink pad. I should have grabbed one from my paper pumpkin, but I didn't grab one to show you because I don't have a cloud cover one yet, so it wouldn't really even specifically about that, but the ink spot will be available in that way. Also, you can still purchase uninked Stampin' Spots, and those come in a set of 5, so they will be empty ink spots. Then once you are able to get the ink spot or the ink refill for cloud cover, you can make your own Stampin' Spot with cloud cover. So there will be several ways to get your cloud cover ink. It just will not be in our traditional ink pad format or classic ink pad format for these in colors that are being released on May 6th, 2025. So I know it's a little disappointing for some because we all like to collect and make sure we have all of the collections and have all of the pieces of the puzzle, if you will. Some of us are very specific about that, but unfortunately the cloud cover ink pad will not be available in the full-size pad, but you will still be able to get cloud cover ink again via the Stampin' Right marker, the blends, a refill, and also you can use a refill with an uninked Stampin' Spot. Or you can buy, as I mentioned, that small assortment pack beginning May 6th. Okay, so I wanted to go over that with you all and make sure that if you have questions about it, let me know. I'm going to let the catalog launch and see how it goes, but I am possibly going to end up buying some of the uninked stamping spots myself. For those that are local and want me to help make one for them, I will work out how to best make that work. and more details coming on that soon, but I gotta wait until they actually release the ink refill to us for purchase. And that won't be until May 6th, but I will give you information about that once I figure out how I'm gonna work through that if you want me to help make an ink spot for you. Okay, so that's a little bit of update on that. So let's show you some fun projects using some of these new ink colors. Okay, all right, so as I mentioned, I did a set of cards using these new ink colors, and it's also using a brand new stamp set that will launch May 6 as well, and it's called Layered Thoughts. We were able to get this as one of our stamp sets at our onstage event in March, which was super awesome. And so I loved this stamp. I love this stamp set. I've used it multiple times already. So let me share with you what I did with this and incorporated the ink colors into it. Okay, so let me move a few things around here. So I used the Layered Thoughts. And hello, Irene. I'm glad you got to join. Thank you for watching live. So I'm going to show you each of these cards. And like I said, I used this stamp set. I also used the ink colors. And I used this paper, which is a brand new paper called, let me make sure I say it right, Florals in Bloom. So this is a brand new designer paper called Florals in Bloom. It comes in a 12 by 12. It is launching with the new catalog on May 6th. So that's one, and it includes a lot of colors, but it also includes all 5 of the new ink colors. So you can kind of see in here some of those colors. You can see the Darling Duckling a little bit, the Timid Tiger, the Secret Sea, of course Strawberry Slush, and then Cloud Cover. So you can see those colors in this paper, but I'm loving this paper. This is the back side of this one, and that's got the Secret Sea on it. Now, I've already punched some holes because I've been doing some projects, and I'll show you this in a minute. This is another print there, and this is the flip side of that one. This one happens to be one of my favorites. I love these colors together. So it's got the Timid Tiger, Secret Sea, and Cloud Cover, and I believe that's Lost Lagoon, I think. And then the flip side of that one. Here's another very beautiful one. Lots of florals there. Florals in Bloom is what this is called. And it's another kind of wash looking there. This one's got all the purples and blues. And a nice cloud cover stripe there. And another one here. So these are your prints. And the back side of that, it's got some little purple posies, if you will. But this one, again, is called Florals in Bloom. And it will be available beginning May 6th. So these cards have that paper on it as well. I also utilized a rollover punch, the Modern Oval Punch. I also used some of the new bling for the end colors, the iridescent new bling. But here you go. So I did the thank you. So the U is separate from thank. And so this is in the Darling Duckling, but I've accented with some Timid Tiger here. The ink here is Darling Duckling, and then I actually did the Secret Sea for the U stamp. And then, of course, you got a swatch or a square of the Florals in Bloom. This embossing folder here is one of the online exclusives. It's one of those big embossing folders, Painted Textures, I believe it's called. I should know the name of it, but I don't recall it. So, and then I just did a layer of the same Darling Duckling ink or cardstock there. Then we have this one, which is the Secret Sea base with the cloud cover. Again, I didn't have the cloud cover ink. And because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I decided I didn't want to use the marker. So I ended up actually doing this in Secret Sea and stamping off. And it's not quite cloud cover because I don't have one yet myself. I don't have the refill. I don't have access to that yet. But I went ahead and just stamped off to use a lighter shade of Secret Sea, but I thought that paired, coordinated nicely, and then just the Secret Sea there for the of you, for thinking of you, and then another piece of that designer paper there. So all the same layout. This one's the Strawberry Slush version, but I also paired it with the Darling Duckling oval there, and some of that pretty paper there, and some of the Darling Duckling bling. This one's the cloud cover one. Again, I didn't have cloud cover ink, so I took my Secret C and stamped off. So that's a tip for today, is to stamp off. And I did the strawberry slush here, and these are the strawberry slush bling for this one. And then this one is probably my favorite. I did the happy birthday to you, and that's in the Timid Tiger ink with the Timid Tiger cardstock. It's that nice piece of paper, designer paper. And then I use the Secret C bling on that one. So I just love these cards. I don't know, they were just really fun to make. Same layout, just did it the 5 different ways. And I'm excited about these new ink colors. It's sad to know we're not going to get a full-size cloud cover ink pad, but I'm okay with it. Like, we can make it work, right? We are resourceful and adaptable, and so we're going to just keep going with it and enjoy these colors together. So that's what I wanted to show you there with these colors and this card layout. The other thing I wanted to mention was you saw those circles when I was showing you the paper. I'd been punching out circles, and that's because I had a class today and I did another card, the base of it being cloud cover, and this is the card I made with just the circles punched out. But how fun and easy is that? I just did 6 circles of that designer paper, and some I used the front side, some I used the back side, and then I paired it with, these circles are the 1 3/4 inch size, so I just punched 6 of them. Underneath this banner, they are overlapping just a little bit, so you can kind of position them how you like. But I did use the Stylish Shapes dies, which of course, if you don't have these dies, you definitely need them. This is what they look like. I'm going to show you the Stylish Shapes dies. They're squares, circles, and some banners. I used the biggest banner on this particular one, but this is a staple set of dies. These are probably my most used dies for sure, but this set of dies is continuing forward. They're not retiring or anything like that. They're a $30 set. But I use these all the time. You can layer them, you can use them independently. But that's what I used for my banner here. And then I actually used a stamp set that has discontinued. It's the Layering Leaves stamp set, and I did the thank you so much stamp from there. But you could put any greeting inside there, and I used some of the sparkle gems on this one to kind of bling it up a little bit. But I just wanted to share a little bit about the upcoming end colors. I'm very excited about them. I love them together. I love them independently, and I'm excited for next week when everything launches and goes live. And so I hope you are getting excited about them too, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the day. Bye.